Hello everybody, Bobby here, and today we'll be taking a look at the Neca Ultimate Aliens Brown Xenomorph figure. So I got this guy at Target yesterday, and I was going to get this guy online. This was the only figure I could find at Target. I don't know, I only have 2 Targets and I only checked the one, but I was thinking maybe they were going to have a few other things besides this, and they didn't. And I've heard there's been problems with Target putting out NECA stuff, so I don't know. But getting this guy, there's 2 different versions. There's the brown version and there's the blue one. So I got the brown one here today. I thought, I liked it a little bit better than the blue one. Really, the big difference is the figures are different colors, the accessories are the same, the boxes are both the same, except at the front, the alien in the front, instead of it being brown, it's blue, just like the figure. But, it's still, I still like it. On the front, we have the alien in a brown deco with Aliens, the Ultimate Edition. Going to the top, we have the Aliens logo. To the side, we have Ultimate Edition, Aliens, NECA, and Real Toys logo. Same thing on this side. On the bottom, we have legal stuff. And on the back, we have it's not a picture of the figure, it's just, a generic picture of the alien. We have the picture of the figure itself, his accessories, and it's in the figure and the accessories together. I'll read up due to the fact that you're not going to be able to because my camera sucks. So, allow me to read. The sole survivor of the Nostromo, Ripley, is discovered in cryogenic sleep 57 years later by a salvage ship. When she is taken back to Earth, Ripley learns that the company has established human colonies on the same planet where the alien attack originated. After all contact with the colony is lost, Ripley agrees to return to the planet, accompanied by a team of colonial marines. Together, they will rescue any survivors that remain and confront the alien menace head-on. Alrighty then. So, opening the box up, we have a picture of the figure. I believe it's the same. No, it's not. But I've seen this picture before on Big Bad, so it don't matter. But you got the picture of the figure, and the figure inside with all his accessories. I've already taken it out, obviously, so I can get a feel what this guy is. But let's open him up and. Alright, with this guy open, I want to take a look at his accessories first, since he doesn't have so many. I just want to take a look at them. Firstly, we have the egg, the Facehugger Egg. There's different versions of this one. There's one where the egg is closed, and then there's one where it's open, like this one. It's really cool. It kind of looks like you remember watching Gremlins, right? And you watched. I watched Gremlins before I watched Alien, so that's why I'm saying it like that. Even though I know Alien took place before... Well, took place. It came out before Gremlins, but what I mean is... I watched it before. I watched Aliens. And their little cocoons, or eggs, or whatever, I think they're cocoons. The little gremlin cocoons looked just like these eggs, man. It's really weird looking. Really bubbly and scaly looking. It's really cool. And then you have like this slime on there, which is kind of... It's not rubbery, but it's kind of stretchy. Not stretchy, but it's a very pliable plastic. Very soft. It just looks disgusting and gooey and wet. It's really cool. And it's even got texture in the inside of it. I don't know if you can see that. Get the light on it a little better. That's really good. looking. And going to our next accessory, we have a facehugger. And this guy looks really cool too. I mean, look at in that detail. See if this light makes it look better. It actually makes it stand out a little bit more. It's really shiny too. It's got like a glossy paint job in it. It's really bug-like. Hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know, obviously, I mean, he does have a bendy wire in the tail, so you can bend the tail as ever much as you want up to here. I mean, the bendy wire starts at about there, around there, and then it ends right here, right there. Don't want to do it too much though. Okay, so you know you get some pretty good movement into the tail. The fingers are little claws he has. It doesn't move, but I hold on. Let me go get this guy because I was gonna. I got a thing of figures we were going to compare it to, but just it's the only thing I have at the moment that's humanish. Let's give him an Arnie head, Terminator, and it. I mean, obviously it's not gonna stay on there, but you can wrap the tail around said neck. It's pretty good. I mean, you just have it sitting there, it looks good. And yes, you could put the facehugger in the egg, that's why it's open, obviously. Get the Arnie head out of here for now. And obviously, when you get a facehugger attached to you, it puts a chest burster into your chest. So why not give us a chest burster to come with the alien? And it's really cool. It's kind of orange, it's really orange. It looks, it's got red blood around it, like it just bursted out of someone's chest. It's got little stubby arms and mouth, which is pliable, so you can like have like a little mouth movement. I mean, it's not gonna stay, but it's cool. And the tail is bendable. The tail bend starts. I mean, I can see the wire going into it about there at least. But it doesn't start bending until about there, I guess. But it's really pliable, and it stops where at? Right about there. That's okay. Really, the only issue I have with this guy is that he won't sit. He does when I try to move him and display him like that. I want it like this, and he'll fall over like that. So what I do is what you want to do is the best way I've found it is just to barely stick the tip of the tail under the egg. And that's probably the best way I can get him to stand or to sit up the way I want him to. Either that or use some little you can use some clay and put a little clay in under him and stick him down. That might work, but this is probably the better option. Unless you want to fully display him, showing the tail and everything, you're very picky about that. I'm not. that works. Oh, there he goes. Ah, okay, never mind. I'm a liar, I guess. Alright. Well, that's... okay. Yeah, that works. Okay, then. I mean, for an alien figure of a Xenomorph, I didn't really expect more than this. I mean, if you wanted to, you could have given us an egg that wasn't open as well. And really, that's all I could think of, because there's really nothing you could else put in here. I mean, for an ultimate single alien, this is pretty much it. This is all you need, is an egg. I mean, we didn't even have to get that. We could have gotten this, and this, and this. We didn't even have to get the egg. We probably wouldn't even have to get this. We could have just gotten that, which they've done this so many times before. So, I mean, I don't know. And this wasn't even supposed to be my first Xenomorph figure. It was supposed to be the, they are going to come out with this Batman versus Alien 2-pack with a Joker-looking alien and a Batman figure, comic book version. And I was like, oh my god, that is the best Batman figure I've ever seen. I have to have it. And I ordered it, and it got canceled, which is a very big bummer to me. God dang it. Although that's not my favorite... that's not my favorite alien figure, obviously. I don't have one. This is my only alien figure I've ever gotten that's official, because the only other figure I have of an alien figure is one that I made. And it's like a little 3 3/4 inch version. But I was like, oh man, that would have been the coolest Batman figure. That wasn't my favorite 2-pack they were going to come out with, because they were going to come out, because the comic book it was based off of wasn't Batman versus Alien, or Aliens. It was Batman versus Aliens 2, or whatever that book was called, and that one was the one that had the Joker alien in it. The one I wish they would have done was the crocodile alien that came from that book, because at the end, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, but at the end of the book, spoiler for the book, if you haven't read it, there is a crocodile mixed Xenomorph that comes out at the end to fight Batman. Now, granted, this thing was like the size of a T-Rex, I believe, so it probably wouldn't have worked out. But it would have been cool to see they could have done that figure instead. And, you know, they could... I don't know. I mean, they might be able to make a deal with Dark Horse to make that specific figure. And they don't have to have the Batman name in it. Because I think the problem with releasing that set was Batman itself. Because they were going to come out with a Batman vs. Predator set. And a Superman vs. Alien set. And it was just awesome. I love the Batman vs. Predator book, too, which is freaking hilarious. Yeah, it was cool. He's Batman chasing it, the Predator around Wayne Manor. The Predator's all drugged up by tranquilizer darts. It's just funny. It's a really good book. It's pretty much Predator 2, but with Batman. It's a good book. But this figure, going back to this figure, I was going to get this guy before August. Because I thought, when Big Bad Toy Store had it on pre-order, it was supposed to come out before then. At least that's what it said on the website. And I figured, alright, I'll get this, and I'll take it to the convention. Because, see if I can get signed by anybody. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have gotten that. But, I got it now, and it's a good figure. Let's go on Articulation, because now I'm just rambling. So, start with the head. Well, first off, let's go and look at this guy's body. I mean, whew. I mean, this... I mean, if they wanted to, they could take this body and then make a... They don't have to specifically use it, but they can just take what they use for this and make a Pumpkinhead figure. Because that would be really cool. A Pumpkinhead figure by Neca. That would be sweet. No, I think this is like... I need to heat this up because I think this thing is supposed to... These tubes are little... The form they is supposed to be over there. Whatever, I can heat it up later. It's not like it's a big deal. But articulation, we have head goes up about that far. And it goes down about that far. Yeah, it's a ball joint, but it's not really going to do much. But it's an alien figure. It's not that big of a deal. Jaw goes out about that much, but I think it should about... I mean, realistically, it goes that much. But I think that much is accurate enough. Maybe about that much at the most. That one looks too ridiculous. And he does have a little mini mouth, and it's hard to get out with my fingers. So what I like to do, I take the little chest burster, I take it by the tail, and I slide it into the jaw, the little mini mouth, and I pull out. And it pulls it out just enough to where I can use my fingers to pull it out. And it goes in and out. So that's cool. It's really I think it looks discolored. It's got a lot of gray and black in it. I think they should have... I don't know. It just looks a little off to me. Maybe just all black. But I wouldn't have put gray. I know gray makes it where you can see a little bit better. But I would have done... I mean, I think it would look a little bit better for black. Get the light in a little bit more. You can see it better. Hopefully you can see it better. There we go. You can see the paint deck a lot better with the lighting on there because I don't have the best lighting, but you can see a lot better when I put the light a little bit closer. It's got a very glossy paint. It looks very wet, and that's really nice. So going back, he has a ball joint in the torso. Now I'm moving my set. He's got a ball joint in the torso. His arm goes up about that much. And goes all the way around. Can we see? Pull it up a little bit more. There we go. There's double jointed elbows. So that's good. And I believe both joints have a swivel joint too. So swivel there and yeah, swivel there too. That's good. So 2 swivel joints inside the 2 double joint in the double joint elbows. So that's cool. There's a swivel in the hand. And there's also a hinge in the hand and a hinge in the fingers. So the fingers have articulation too. Alright, so the legs, going to the legs, or no, let's go on the tail. The tail is on a swivel joint. You just, you can just spin that around. And it's on a ball, it's on a bendy wire, so the bendy wire starts bending around there, and it ends around here. So you can get dynamic bendable tail posing, just a little bit. It's not that big, but you can get something like that. Or you can get something like this. So that works. Going to the legs, he has his legs go out about that much. They go in about they go out about that much. They go back as much as they can. Well, without bending the knees, they go back about that much. And then going upward, you can go about that much. And then there's a swivel in the hips, bicep. Uh-oh. Well. Did it break? No, it just popped out. I thought this leg was a little bit bigger for some reason. It's because it was popping out of the socket. What do you know? I think I fixed it. No, it's still kind of sticking out there, so I might have to put a little heat on there later, but it's okay right now. But there's a swivel in the socket. I don't want to move that one now. I didn't know about that. Alright, that's okay. I can fix that. And double jointed knees. That's good. And individual swivels in those double jointed knees. Well, that one at least. There's a swivel in the knee. This one doesn't have that. Does it? Nope. Alright, well that's alright. And ball jointed feet. God dang it. I hate using this board, but it helps hold the camera steady, so I gotta use it. So ball jointed feet. So the feet go up, go down about that much, and go up about that much. And they go, and there is a ankle pivot, a little bit. Not much, but just enough of an ankle pivot where you can give them in dynamic poses. And toe articulation. Let's get his mouth fixed up there. Alright then. So to start off with the figure comparison, let's do the second Predator movie figure, Predator 2 City Hunter Predator. These guys obviously look good together. This is the reason why I need an Alien figure. I mean, I'm a casual fan of both, so having a figure of one of those franchises for each is fine by me. If I had a chance to get the Jungle Hunter Predator or the Arnold for that movie, that'd be great, but I mean, really, they come out with so many Predator figures, it's crazy. Would I like them? Sure, I like them, but I don't have the money to collect that. I mean, I barely have the money to collect the way I do now. I think I got the money to collect every single Predator figure they make. Oof. No. But the aliens are even more crazier with the snake alien, the gorilla alien. All these Kenner-inspired alien figures are insane. Plus, they make their own from AVP and Aliens and the dog alien from Alien 3 and all these other alien figures. It's just nuts. But it's also really cool. And I think they're really cool looking. I say Neca needs to still make them, which they do, and they always will. It's probably one of their best lines they have is the Alien Predator figures. They even started making vehicles. They made a Predator vehicle, I believe, and they make colonial marines for the aliens, and they even make Predator characters like Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. I believe they came out with another Predator character figure, but I think that was like a limited exclusive or contest winning or something like that. Whatever, it don't matter. These guys look great together. Probably want to get another Predator for this though. The Jungle Hunter will be the best one to get, but not bad. Let's go and show off this other figure I have. Keep into the sci-fi horror genre, kinda. We got the Terminator, and Arnold looks pretty small compared to the alien, which I guess is fitting. It should be. I mean, this was the first Ultimate figure I ever got, so, well, where else am I going to be able to show this guy off? Probably the next figure review. I won't say what, but it will have something to do with Terminator related. Hopefully it's that next figure review. I mean, depends on if I get any of the pre-order stuff that I've already gotten. Then those are going to take priority. But there is another figure review that should be coming around within the next week or two. So hopefully that happens soon. But keeping into the sci-fi genre still, we got RoboCop. Why are you displaying RoboCop with the alien? Don't ask me questions. I do whatever I want. And, you know, I mean, where I display these guys at. And one day I will show off where I display my figures at one day. Maybe when I get a bigger collection going. I mean, I got a big collection now, but when I start getting more of the pre-order stuff after this year, maybe after this year I'll show what I got so far. But as of right now, my sci-fi shelf just consists of the Terminator, the Predator, the RoboCop, and soon this guy, and a couple of the figures coming out soon. But moving this guy and going more into the horror, we'll show this guy off. Mr. Jason Voorhees. Now, what do you think, Jason? Why are you showing Jason? Well, have you ever played a game called Mortal Kombat X? Why, these guys were DLC fighters. Granted, I should have brought Leatherface here, and I didn't think of that until now, but when 09 Jason comes out, I can display all these guys together and say, I got the Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X DLC display. So that's cool. Plus, I think they make Mortal Kombat figures now in this scale, right? I'm not 100% sure on that. I've seen a few figures like Scorpion and Goro and stuff show up on Big Bad. I think they're 112, so I think they could fit in this line, I believe. So if you want to have a Mortal Kombat X figure display and you're collecting that Mortal Kombat line, go and pick up the Ultimate figures of those DLC characters. They're really good. I mean, I would get the 09 Jason if you're going for that specific Mortal Kombat X look. The 09 Ultimate is probably the best you're going to get. It looks close enough to that Jason. Or you can just customize it to look like it. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't do that. It could work. But I think it's time for the final verdict of this guy. What do I think of the Ultimate Brown Alien? I give it a 9 out of 10. It's got good articulation. It's got all the accessories you need. It's got a good paint. It looks very wet and very creepy looking. All in all, for my first alien figure for Xenonmorph, not bad at all, I gotta say. With some minor problems in the leg, which really it's not like I can't fix that. I can easily go back and heat that leg up and put that leg back. I mean, it's on there. It's not loose either. It's tight in there, but it comes out, I guess, easily. Not easily, but when I moved it around, I guess I accidentally popped it out. But, I want to make sure that's not going to break in there, so I'm definitely going to have to fix that problem. There's some parts of it that's a little bit tight in it, but that's just an issue that most figures have nowadays. You just got to heat it up. So really, I have no complaints about this guy. He's really good. The sculpt's awesome. He's just a really cool looking figure. Alright guys, I think that's about it. I guess I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye.